The head of state made a speech at the event. President Ilham Aliyev said that today is a significant and historic day in the life of the country. A new era is beginning in the development of Azeri Chirag Guneshli oil field. Greeting the guests, the head of state noted that their participation in this event reflects its significance. As President Ilham Aliyev stressed, the contract signed today is of great importance for Azerbaijan. The development of Azeri Chirag Guneshli oil field is extended until 2050. Touching upon the parameters of the signed agreement, President Ilham Aliyev noted that by signing the document, a bonus of $3.6 billion will be paid to the country by foreign investors. ACG SOCAR will participate in the implementation of the agreement as a contractor. The share of SOCAR increases from 11.6% to 25%, stressing that these basic conditions already demonstrate that this agreement is of great importance for the future development of Azerbaijan and the expansion of its financial capabilities. President Ilham Aliyev noted that the implementation of the agreement for 23 years was also very successful. Added that over these years 436 million tons of oil were produced from the Azeri Chirag Guneshli oil field, and according to preliminary estimates there are still about 500 million tons of undiscovered oil reserves in the field. President Ilham Aliyev recalled that 23 years ago, a significant event took place, the ceremony of signing of the contract of the century in Gulistan Palace in Baku under the chairmanship of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev, which gave a serious impetus to the development of independent Azerbaijan. The head of state dwelled on the problems that the country faced in the first years of its independence, the political and economic crisis experienced by Azerbaijan, occupation of 10% of its territories by Armenia, more than 1 million refugees and IDPs. The head of state noted that in such a difficult situation a civil war was prevented and important steps were taken to develop the country under the leadership of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev, who returned to power at the request of the people. Stressing that there was a need for foreign investment, President Ilham Aliyev noted that in such a situation convincing large foreign oil companies to invest in Azerbaijan required great wisdom. 23 years have passed, said the head of state, and added that over these years Azerbaijan has developed rapidly. Today we have broad international relations. Azerbaijan has a very high reputation on the international arena, the head of state said, and outlined that Azerbaijan lives at its own expense and takes very significant steps to reduce dependence on the oil and gas sector. Expressing confidence that Azerbaijan will continue to develop successfully, the head of state noted the great potential of the country and attached importance to the contract of the century in this regard. The head of state outlined that today Azerbaijan pursues an independent policy based on strong political will and economic independence, stressed that independent policies are determined by economic factors. Speaking about the financial resources, President Ilham Aliyev noted that the country's currency reserves are growing, and even the fall in oil prices couldn't change this. Touching upon the oil history of Azerbaijan, the head of state pinpointed that for the first time in the world, industrial oil extraction was carried out in the country. The world's first oil extraction and sea also took place in Azerbaijan. Speaking about the rich traditions in this sphere, President Ilham Aliyev highly appreciated the activities of Azerbaijani oil workers and congratulated them on the eve of the Oil Workers' Day. Touching upon the activities of the BP company, Azerbaijan's key partner in oil and gas projects, the head of state said this strategic partnership has passed through great trials, and the relations between SOCAR and BP are based on mutual trust. Underlining that Azerbaijan has created a successful format of cooperation with the leading foreign oil companies, President Ilham Aliyev outlined that the contract of the century allowed directing oil revenues to the non-oil sector. The head of state noted that these revenues are transparently stored in the State Oil Fund, and the fund's expenses are possible only through the approval of the parliament. The contract of the century is one of the invaluable services of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev to the Azerbaijani people. Today the Azerbaijani people see the wonderful results of it in their lives, President Ilham Aliyev said, stressing that the organization of the ceremony at the center, bearing the name of the national leader, has a symbolic significance. He accentuated that the organization of the event in this magnificent architectural monument of the world, the Heydar Aliyev Center, demonstrates that Heydar Aliyev's policy lives and will live in Azerbaijan. Then the Minister of Energy and Natural Resources of Turkey, Berat Albayrak, read out the letter of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The letter underlines the importance of the contract of the century signed in 1994 and expresses the wish that the new agreement will be successful for our peoples. Berat Albayrak said that the new document is important not only for Azerbaijan but for the entire region and the world. He noted the political will of President Ilham Aliyev to achieve this success. Stressing that this will become a document of the 21st century, the Turkish minister talked about the projects implemented for the delivery of Azerbaijani hydrocarbon resources to the world markets through Turkey, touched upon the cooperation between Turkish Petroleum and SOCAR. UK Minister of State Alan Duncan read out a letter of British Prime Minister Theresa May. In her letter, Prime Minister congratulated in connection with the extension of the agreement, noted that this is a new page in the energy cooperation between UK and Azerbaijan. Alan Duncan expressed his satisfaction with the participation in this event, underlined the dynamic development of Azerbaijan. Noting that the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev invited British companies to Azerbaijan, Alan Duncan stated that the contract of the century made a great contribution to the development of Azerbaijan, and added that this contract will give further impetus to the development of ties between UK and Azerbaijan. The Minister of Energy of Georgia, Ilham, read out a congratulatory letter of the Georgian Prime Minister, Chirag. According to the letter, it was emphasized that the new agreement will further enhance Azerbaijan's role on the energy map of the world. Stressing the strong cooperation between Azerbaijan and Georgia in the energy sector, Minister Ilham outlined the historical significance of this day. Deputy Foreign Minister of Japan, Manabe Hori, congratulated on the occasion of the signing ceremony of the new agreement on behalf of Japanese government. He noted that this project is of particular importance for Japan, as the Itochu company also participates in the agreement. Manabe Hori recalled that the 25th anniversary of Azerbaijan-Japan diplomatic relations was celebrated, and stressed that over the years the ties between the two countries have expanded in political and economic spheres. BP CEO Robert Dudley said that today's success is the outcome of the far-sighted policy of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev. The contract signed in 1994 actually went down in the history as the contract of the century. Robert Dudley congratulated the President of Azerbaijan and other partners in connection with the historical event. He said that BP will continue its successful 25-year experience in Azerbaijan, saying that the company implemented a number of projects in the social sphere of the country. Afterwards, the event featured the screening of a documentary on the successful implementation of the oil strategy in Azerbaijan. The video informed about the projects under the leadership of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev and President Ilham Aliyev in the direction of delivering Azerbaijan's hydrocarbon resources to the world markets. Then the amended and restated agreement on the joint development and production sharing for the Azeri and Chirag fields and the deepwater portion of the Guneshli field in the Azerbaijani sector of the Caspian Sea was signed between the Azerbaijani government and SOCAR, BP, Chevron, Impex, Statoil, ExxonMobil, TP, Itochu, and ONGC Videsh. According to the amendment and restated agreement on production sharing, BP remains as the operator of the project. There is a potential for more than $40 billion in investments in the Azeri Chirag Guneshli fields. Following the agreement between SOCAR and its partners, an agreement was reached to conduct engineering and design work to assess another additional platform for the Azeri Chirag Guneshli area. A commemorative photo was taken at the end.